Ladies and gentlemen, let there be light. And there was light, but the Parliament of Ghana cannot say same, because when I asked them, let there be light, there wouldn't be any light. My name is Ace Kanti. There's an interesting story from the Parliament House of Ghana. I'm going to bring you the details. This episode is brought to you by Tap Tap Send. Tap Tap Send. Ladies and gentlemen, when you go to the Parliament House of Ghana as I speak, there is no light. See, I don't understand, and you are going to ask me why there is no light at the Parliament House of Ghana. But if you remember, the ECG wanted to take a mobilization process where those who were owing, they are going to disconnect their light. Sometime, I think early last year or mid last year, they were in town where they visited almost most of the government companies. They come there, they disconnect, they come, and we saw people owing huge amounts of money. And then the normal citizens were like, if government offices they owe this amount of money, how much more means country that I live at the internet? If I owe 600 cities, it's normal, because if there was a time they say the airport they used to owe. How airport they owe like though? There's a story from the Parliament House of Ghana that was posted by Sika Official just now, and I read. ECG has officially disconnected electricity supply to the Parliament House of Ghana and Job 600. You guys know the Job 600 tower, right? It's just right opposite or beside the Parliament House of Ghana. The Parliament House of Ghana, the Parliament Mosque, then the Job 600 block tower. So that's where most of the parliamentarians, their offices are. So ECG has disconnected the electricity supply to Parliament House of Ghana and Job 600, which houses ministers, members of parliament's offices, due to a 23 million debt. Due to a 23 million debt, Parliament and Job 600 owes ECG an amount of 23 million. Do you know what 23 million Ghana cedis is? 23 million Ghana cedis. I want to know how long they owe this particular, because Parliament go break Christmas when they resume. I bet you 23 million means that Parliament has not been paying light bill for a specific period of time. Pay 2 years or 23 million Ghana cedis. Parliament need Job 600 and 20 other Parliament how you much rate. And now Parliament, pure water. Is it a factory? No. Wait, what do they charge cars there? 23 million Ghana cedis. The disconnection executed by the National Task Force on Thursday, February 29th, comes after a repeated unsuccessful attempts to collect the outstanding arrears. My lord, I'm taking it again. The disconnection executed by the National Task Force on Thursday, February 29th, comes after repeated unsuccessful attempts to collect outstanding arrears. My lord, they have been owing for 10 years. They have been owing from 2000. It means that ECG has been coming round, say they want this money. You owe this amount of money. Kindly pay. They say, no, I won't pay. So the task force took the chance upon, or they took the power upon themselves whilst they were in Parliament today, arguing you guys remember the State of the Nation address by the president was on Monday. So Parliament were, the Parliament, members of Parliament were in Parliament today, and they were having a debate about the State of the Nation address. And then the ECG task force, watch the video. Whilst they were in Parliament debating, lights went off because they owe 23 million. If the leaders, our members of Parliament, some are ministers, some are deputies, some are elders, some are what was family. And you, bro, if parliament they owe, then how much more your house? If parliament owes 23 million, how much? Not the house that government has given to you, where you stay by yourself. How parliament of Ghana? This is like a big disgrace to the country, because the parliament where we make laws are not able to ensure that the law is working. You are supposed to pay your light bill every month. When they bring the bill, you are supposed to pay. But parliament has not paid. You make the laws for people to go by or people to abide by, and you are owing. You have not paid 23. Bro, do you know how much is 23 million? I keep asking. That 23 million can solve a lot of issues here. But then you have people coming out of parliament and then telling the citizens, we are not doing this. Bro, you people, I'm not saying it's the MP's duty to pay light bill for parliament. I'm not saying it's the Speaker of Parliament's duty to pay light bill for parliament. But whoever is in charge, whoever has the opportunity, or whoever has the name or the right to pay the bills, you are supposed to pay. Government, if it is government, you pay other people. Money that's not needed. Blasters, we can't allocate money to pay ECG. I sit down, I'm watching the parliament, and then they turn off lights. Where the officers are, they have turned off light. And another interesting thing is that some people, you see, electricity, when you are stuck inside a lift, some people call it elevator, right? When that thing uses electricity, there were people who were stuck in the lift and you doom light, and they are still in the lift as I'm talking to you now. If you know someone who is at parliament or who works at parliament, call them, because per report, there are some people who are stuck inside the lift. Elevator. Watch.
Okay, so the 600. It's off. We just 600.
Okay, let's go. Talk. She's on top.
When I come? When? Obi akam. Omko no.
Fire service had to come in to rescue some of the people who are stuck in darkness. You doom bibia to the extent that you can't even turn on your phone torchlight. Torchlight green. You doom bibia everywhere, light off. When Jesus was saying, "Let there be light," and it be also parliament for so. Because if where we make laws, lights are off. Now fire service had to come in to do extra work when we are supposed to pay the bills. Now fire service had to come in to rescue people who are in the darkness. Because you owe light bill. As a parliament, government, parliament, they owe. How much more you? How much more a landlord who has not been paid at the end of the month? Parliament, where our leaders, before the month ends, everyone receives their salary. They are owing. How much more NSS personnel 7 months your money no come? Ghana, the old Hana Kakrana, the BI serious. You just use some to laugh. Just for laugh. Because if you think about the whole thing, you wouldn't understand. And when we move to job 600, the block tower, something interesting happened there when GH1 visited that place after the light out. A man with disability who went there to one of the MP's offices to ask for money, say, "Oh, menaya me honestly doom light for this." Let me read that story. A visit to the Job 600 office complex by a person living with disability turned into a nightmare following the ECG disconnection exercise. He had to descend the staircase with much difficulty as the elevators were knocked off. He shares why he had to visit MPs, explaining he needed help as a result of an accident which has left him in his current state. Watch the video.
So, unless I pick this and take it down again, right? Okay. All right. what brought you to Parliament?
Please, the problem is that I asked in colors, then now I'm a disabled. So my situation, where's my child, their education, and others. So that's why I'm here to consult the MPs so that they can support me something.
And you came and the elevator is not working, so you had to walk from which floor?
Yeah.
Which floor were you working for?
I was in the 5th floor.
Wow. What's your name?
My name is Kwadwo.
If anybody wants to help you, what's the number? If anybody wants to help you, what's your number?
0249 42 0079.
Again.
0249 42 0079. So you will see that Wisdom Kwadwo.
Wisdom Kwadwo.
Yeah.
As the name on the number.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Because of the light out, a man with disability who went to his MP or an MP to ask for money is now walking on a staircase. Now, job 600, no? Job 600 tower. If you know job 600 tower very well, a one casa now, yes, a tower out here, yes, saying. So the man with disability, imagine that MP you visited, his office is at the last floor. So this guy is from that place all the way down because the elevators are not working. But bro, you are lucky you are not stuck in the elevator. Because when reports that reach me is that when ECG disconnected, like the cables and 23 million, when are you going to pay? You see, sometimes as a country, we are only reactive than proactive. We want it to happen before we take measures or we put measures in place, because how do you sit down and accumulate light bill of 23 million? Parliament House of Ghana, where we have our leaders that know what is right and what is wrong. Now, if ECG is going round and I owe 60 Ghana, someone owes 200 cedis. Now Parliament think one dika 23 million. I don't know what the problem is with respect to the government companies, because most of them during the mobilization exercise last year, dika 10, 11 million, 12 million, 15 million. No, because if Parliament House can accumulate 23 million, it means that it's a long time. Because you can't. What did they use for Parliament House? Printer, light, microphone, or what? Please pay the bills. You have to pay. Whatever happens, you have to pay. You use it. But wherever you get the money from, if it's our money, already it's our money they used to pay. So please, yes, it's a disgrace to all Ghanaians, because if you sit somewhere and you realize, Parliament House, I'm a doom light. Obitumiko Airport, you doom light. I'm a biaka elevator. Even the studio creating Dika light. If that is going to be a problem, they should give them prepaid. A sound normal refreshing. A sound normal to be a goon, because I don't understand. If you can accumulate 23 million, I bet you if ECG didn't visit there today, it will go as far as December 7th. Then we owe 30 million for light bill. We owe 40 million for light bill. But I like how the ECG operates, because if it's for some people, they'll be like, no, these are our leaders and we can't do this to them. The task force, me sure someone to tell when they turned it off, they were thinking it's a fault. Not knowing you are owing. You are owing like a Ballon d'Or winner. Owing. My name is Ace Kanti. This is what's happening at the Parliament House of Ghana. Wherever you are, this is what we are experiencing in Ghana here. Now, I just have one advice. Say Parliament House now. If where they make laws for the country, the task force had gathered the courage and the vigor to go there and turn off their lights. Imagine you who lives in a kiosk. Imagine you who lives in a 2-bedroom. So please, if you owe, do the right thing and pay. But if you watch this video, don't comment. What the car? You and the parliament, there is no difference. You are all hypocrites. Make sure you pay your bills on time. My name is Ace Kanti. This episode is brought to you by Tap Tap Send. We are.